What's up? You got
What's going on, guys? Anthony.vose and
Andrew.vose.
okay, we in Destin, Florida. I mean, we can't show you on the beach right now, but I tell you what, if you look this way, it's awesome out here, living the dream in Florida.
Yeah, and we're excited. Both of us just made the switch. Him a little bit sooner than I over to LPT Realty. Both came from EXP Realty, which, by the way, great company. But we're changing the game. And what about you? You're absolutely crushed it in real estate. You know. So what was your success like?
Well, I'll tell you, I've been selling real estate for, I always say, just about 20 years, and started with Keller Williams Realty, great company. Learned a lot about how to run a business, how to do the business. That makes sense. I was in the Army for 16 years prior to that, network engineer. I didn't know how the hell to sell a damn thing, dude, at all. And with that said, really, when I got into Keller Williams, I could tell you, it was one of those companies that was great because it taught me a lot of things I didn't know to kind of get that initial spark. Then made that about 13 years with Keller Williams. Joined EXP Realty, 6-7 years there, and now here at LPT Realty. And a lot of you guys know me. We've been speaking a lot, but really understanding what triggered me to join LPT is the reason why we're kind of chatting today.
Yeah. So I have an Army background too.
Yeah, we do.
I've always,
Hoorah.
yeah. Well, I don't say that. I say Rangers lead the way all the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was the guy making sure he's good downrange, but he was downrange. I give it to.
I mean, we just had fun, right? But I was always good at selling stuff. So like, I grew up selling the stuff that you weren't supposed to sell, right? The illegal stuff. Had a lot of fun, made a lot of money as a young kid. But then I joined the Army, and I kind of got that discipline. Kind of did that 180, that discipline. And my background actually started in network marketing. So, I've just always been a natural connector of people. You need something? I know a guy or a girl that can hook you up, and I connect them and I step out. But I use that skill in network marketing to connect people to an opportunity and then teach them how to connect other people. So when I saw EXP, I actually saw it, 5-6 years ago. Mutual friend of ours showed it to me, and I was like, no, I don't really want to be in real estate. I don't want to drive someone around in my car, make sure my car is clean all the time, open up a door. It just wasn't appealing to me. Plus, I was doing really well in the Army and network marketing. But when I saw EXP, I was like, damn, if they can pull this off, they're going to change the freaking game. They're going to turn the franchise model, Keller Williams, Coldwell Banker, by the way, their CEO just got fired. Century 21, all the franchise model, just whoop, up on it, upside down. And I said, if they can pull this off, they're going to absolutely crush it. So I joined EXP 4 years, short 4 years, we sold over 578 homes, over 200 million in volume, I think it's over 3 million in commissions at this point, in just 4 years. So super blessed. I'm grateful for the leadership I had in network marketing, EXP, and now I'm even more excited because I got to meet the executives at LPT.
Yeah, that's been really an eye-opening difference for me, because being with other companies for quite some time and learning how to sell real estate, and again, what's really neat about joining LPT now is that I'm back in the real estate game. Literally, I'm living here in Rosemary Beach, Florida, selling houses from Pensacola now to Mexico Beach. And I could tell you, when I was still at EXP and I was actually living in Puerto Rico, I had no desire to sell homes, man. And Robert Palmer definitely lit that fire back with me. We've talked about teams a lot. When you get to know that guy, and if you ever want to meet him, he talks about TVP, your team value proposition, your NVP, your network value proposition. And it lit that fire. Just in Texas, I was hanging out with him, and I tell Matt and I tell Robert. I blame Matt for me living in the Panhandle because that was his fault on one of our Zooms, and I blame Robert now for getting me back into real estate sales. And I jokingly blame them, but I can tell you, it's reinvigorated it, man. And then now getting involved in business with you and other people who are selling,
which has been really fun so far, right?
What's it been? A couple weeks?
Yeah.
It's been fun, man. We got to hang out in Texas, and LPT has changed what the others have changed. One thing I heard Robert say a few months ago was, we're about to disrupt the disruptors. Yeah. That's a really interesting model, the way you look at it, because EXP did it. EXP disrupted the industry. Literally, we used to talk about they're the Netflix, they're the Amazon. I'll tell you guys, LPT is the 3.0 of all those other companies.
I would say they're probably the Paramount Plus.
Paramount Plus.
Because Paramount Plus is destroying everything. You can watch football, you can watch all the new movies, you can
got into Paramount Plus because
it's addicting.
I'm trying to figure out how to watch Yellowstone. You know.
Oh, Paramount Plus Network.
So
You gotta get the network.
And so literally, I got Netflix. You know, we have all these things. I'm looking at Paramount Plus. You're right, dude. I'm like, it's kind of funny to say that. But that's the cool part about the company, and it is focusing on real estate first. You know, that's something that I lost at EXP, and it was my fault. It wasn't the company's fault, obviously, but I got so enamored with recruiting and growing and then physically moving out of country to go learn from some of the best in the world recruiting. That was great. Don't get me wrong. However, I sat back and I was actually, as I looked at it, and I'm a data analytical guy, I was looking at it, and month after month, I was starting to lose more money than I was making. But meanwhile, I'm bragging, I'm living in Puerto Rico with the top earners in the world. I'm hanging out with them. But meanwhile, behind the curtain, I was losing agents. I was losing money. And it's interesting that I sat back about a month before I heard about this opportunity. I was sitting there, and I was sitting in my bathroom looking at me. I'm like, damn, can I get to a few hundred agents again? Did I mess this up? Is what I was asking myself. And I was like, damn, okay, I think I get to a couple of agents. This would be good. I'll start a team again, grow. And then this opportunity was dropped on me at dinner one night, actually while in Puerto Rico. And when I heard about what this guy was doing, and then I physically went, got a plane, flew to Miami, met him at dinner, moved back home, told the wife, we're moving. We're gonna go embrace this company and see what the heck this is about.
Yeah, and I heard about it in August, right? So just to kind of put some numbers in perspective, and these could be different. This was last month's numbers, but 197 people in EXP, right? This great company, not talking crap, but just and these are public numbers because they have enough data to publish now, and any MLM or network marketing company per regulation has to post these numbers on their website. So once we grow as LPT, all these numbers will be posted as well. 197 people in the company make over $1 million. Just 700 people at the company make $500,000 or more. And that is revenue share and real estate sales combined. So the way I look at that is those 197, right? They're not really putting real estate first. They're saving their downline first, and nobody really wants to be in a downline, right? They want to know that you love, care on them. You could teach them real estate. People did not go get their real estate license. Well, I kind of did, but I had to shift my mindset, and I had to sell real estate because a true real estate professional or leader in the industry actually cares that you know about real estate. It doesn't care about the exit plan that you are truly showing them an exit plan, but their mind isn't in that mode. They're in professional real estate mode.
There's a balance with that. You're right, looking at those numbers, again, I'm that guy. I look at the charts and the spreadsheets and the breakdowns. And, again, I give it, when I was sitting at EXP, no doubt, I gave them props because they brought over some really badass real estate teams, people set at a high level. And I don't know if something happened with the switch. It did happen to me, and I'm speaking from experience. I was selling at a high level with Keller Williams. I had a team running at EXP in almost 12 different cities at one time, doing a decent amount of volume. And I got caught up in this recruiting thing. And again, I'm speaking for myself. And literally when I started recruiting, it went good, don't get me wrong. But what happened for me is that as I was adding people, they were leaving because they weren't given, and it's a me thing, it's also a company thing in my opinion.
Well, the company culture starts from the top down. You can say that it starts from the bottom on the top and meets in the middle. I think that's high-level bullshit. It actually starts from the top down, right? Because who's on stage now? Everybody that's really good on social media and high-level recruiters. And a lot of them, we actually looked at numbers while we were in Texas. A lot of them are kind of lying about their numbers a little bit, right?
We see the numbers, and yes, I agree. And
maybe not lying. Maybe they just don't know how to read math.
Right.
So maybe it's not their fault.
And that is an interesting part because, focusing on real estate first again.
Yeah.
One of my big things is that if you're truly pouring value, you ran a high, you recently ran, or still currently running a high producing sales team where you're offering agents assistance, help, and support, like you said, loving on them, and then also in the process of loving on them, you're giving them business to create and change their lives. Like I just met with an amazing real estate team in Louisiana, And he was talking about how in his part of Louisiana, the average household income is like $50,000, which is kind of crazy to say.
Yeah, that is
but
crazy.
Yet his agents are making $150,000 and $200,000 a year. And that's where I was at, like in New Orleans. And some of my agents in New Orleans are making a couple hundred to $300,000 and $400,000 a year. So you can change lives. And what happened with me, and I speak personally, is I got away from that. I made it about me rather than about them. And now that I sit back and talking to Robert and seeing how this all works, literally we're here. We're building my brand, the Homes and Beach, or our brand, I should say, real estate team. We have 12 agents right now. Kimberly Bell has joined forces with us in the journey with us, and she literally just put the first LPT Realty contract over $1 million here in the Panhandle.
That's amazing.
Yep.
Is that out on the beach? Is it right by my house?
The big condo complex.
Shoot.
Big,
Portofino.
Portofino, yep.
Yeah.
Over $1 million pending
That's cool.
on that property. First one for our real estate brand team, the Homes and Beach team, and the first one for LPT, which is really cool.
That is
to
really
see that
cool.
progress. And that's a difference, is that we're bringing in people into the company, and what was happening with me, where I was at, hit the stalemate where people were coming in for a multitude of reasons. Here, we got some producing agents coming in, like literally 20, 30, 50, $1 million. You guys coming in at a couple $100 million. When I was running both my businesses, whether Keller Williams or EXP, I had a decent amount of agents coming in that were doing well, but they were always looking to me as the leader and the one who was the top selling person. And in here, man, I got people outpacing me 4 or 5x right now.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited. So obviously this video is not going to get posted today, but today that we're recording the video, we're actually signing and soft launching Colorado. So by the time you see this video, we're probably already going to be in the new year, crushing it.
Right.
Mega launch.
How quick I can edit it.
Yeah.
We don't have the editing team yet, so
Yeah.
if you're looking for a job, but editor, come
Yeah.
on around us.
But yeah, we're incredibly blessed up to this point. I feel like I am. And I'm super excited for the journey. And the amount of value that they're giving you. So at some companies you can hit the top tier, right? And you get like $16K back in company stock. You actually pay $21,000. Yep. At the stock price at $12, you get 1,333 shares, yep. Right? When I first came to the company, it was actually amazing. Like the share count was a lot more because, right, we're getting it for $3 to like $5 a share.
We're getting a lot more then.
Yeah, and you kind of made shares, I believe, versus dollar amount for like sponsoring agents or first deal
when I
or
first joined, very similar to what we have here now, and that was something that was interesting for me to embrace this opportunity. Is that I did very well. I had the shares, got that at EXP, and then they changed it to a model where you get the dollar. And then literally when I saw here, at LPT, where you get shares when you bring agents in versus a couple $100 bonus, that was huge for me.
Yeah.
That's where we built a lot of our income off of that model.
Yeah, and I think, the founders, right, of LPT, they have it the best it's ever going to get. And Robert will tell you that, right? So that's why he's building something that's truly agent, realtor, not agent-centric, realtor-centric, right? Because people that actually sell real estate, because he said agent 85,000 is not going to have the same opportunity that we have. So I would take advantage of our launch now if you want to get that residual income, right? That revenue share, that stock. But like for a high producing agent that does 35 units or more a year, you actually get like almost 7,000 shares. Plus you get 15K back in marketing dollars. So again, this is the best it's ever going to be, but he's very transparent on it. He's not saying, yeah, and he's not saying, oh, this could change every year. He said it will change every year.
It will change every year. Yeah. And the thing that he's working on, and we're talking about a lot, is longevity, because at some point, like every real estate company, LPT will reach a critical mass.
Yeah.
And he says, at 85,000, 100,000 agents, why will agents still join us? And that's why we shift back to the real estate first. The tools that we have, the listing power tools, the billboards, the homevalue.com website, and all the things.
I'm excited about the marketing dollars. You give me 15K in marketing dollars. You know how many billboards? Yeah. I almost gave up our secret. No, it's not a secret. What is it?
With billboards, the digital billboards?
Yeah.
Blipbillboards.com.
Yeah.
Go there, man. It's something I learned a long time ago, and I haven't. And literally, I'm in the process of creating the graphics and spreading out, because the Homes and Beach Tales teams now is in Pensacola, Destin, all the way up to Panama City Beach and Mexico Beach. And literally I was doing a calculation the other day, 10, 20 $30 a day, you can get 2,000-3,000 impressions. You know, it's literally pay-per-click for digital billboards. Check out, I should have an affiliate link for this, but
let's create one. Hey, if you're gonna get it, hit him up, and he'll get the affiliate link.
With billboards, it's pay-per-click for billboards, digital billboards, and it's neat. Go look on YouTube and see what some of these guys did. And one guy, I think it was for $200 for a week, he ran his product in Times Square. Okay,
I mean, that's a big deal, right?
Now, how big of a deal is that? Like literally we're launching LPT Realty and you are expanding your brand or your team into another area, let's say New York, and we go run a few $100 ad spend, then we go fly to New York and we take pictures, our selfies, like what's up?
I got a couple meetings
Times
next
Square.
week with Jersey and New York people, so it'll be good.
We can do that. It's a really cool website, and that's where I like stuff like this. I love branding, I love marketing, and I love sales, and so I like working towards it. And that's the cool thing, by partnering with us, that's the kind of crazy stuff we talk about all the time.
I'm pretty excited about the company, right? Because I have this saying, if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready, right?
Yep.
So a lot of people are like scrambling, they're like market shift. People talking about market shift. I'm like, why are we still talking about a market shift? Like the market has already shifted. You don't need to keep like reminding everybody, because what that does is, there's a really good saying, danger is real, fear is a choice. All you're doing is you're not giving people a choice to whether they want to identify fear or danger. You're instilling fear by keep telling them the market shifting. You're actually hurting your business by doing that, because you're not allowing them to make decisions. You're causing the decision to be made by you and your lack of education and skill, in my opinion. But this brings it back to real estate. I mean, everything's real estate. Everything's real estate. All the tools are real estate. Yeah, we talk about revenue share. We talk about the stock. The stock actually benefits the realtor more than it does the recruiter.
Yep.
If you look, I mean, now if you go out and recruit 1,000 people, personally, I mean, you're a badass, first of all.
Yeah.
Second, yeah, you're going to get some stock, but the producers get all the stock.
Get all the stock. And
Yeah.
I tell my team all the time, don't come to me with the problem if you don't have a solution, and that's where we're at with people talking about.
Yeah, that's like military style, though.
Oh, absolutely.
Like whiny ass people.
But in fact is that exactly it. They're talking about the shift. What is your solution? Oh, okay. What are you going to do differently at the company that you've done right now? And you're telling your agents we need to shift. When you think about the shift, what else are you offering them?
Yeah.
It's kind of like when I used to make a lot of phone calls prospecting, and literally a for sale by owner or expired, let me say, would say, you know what, Anthony, I'm going back with my other agent. And I'd say, great, that's interesting. Tell me, did you ask your agent, what they're going to do differently for you?
Yeah.
And they'd say, yes, okay. And I'd say, okay, let me ask you this question. Since you've hired that agent, do you believe they did the best possible job for you over the last 6 months to sell your home? I do. And why the hell are you hiring them again? They did their job. What else are they going to do differently? They've already done it. Try a fresh new exposure, do something new in the business, especially.
Yeah.
There are a lot of agents. I've talked to a lot of people that are struggling, to get their business in line, or this market.
They're only struggling because they didn't have the fundamentals to begin with. Like, if you stick with the phone calls, door knocking, that's why I like
they stick with, but none of them ever really started.
Yeah,
These agents,
you're right.
These first 2, 3, 4 years.
Well, because the last 2.5 years was kind of a joke. My 7-year-old could have went in with my iPhone.
Yep.
I probably would have the only thing I would have had to do was spell the description out for her. The rest of it, she could have figured 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, throw some
It's true.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like, it made all of, myself included, made us all look like rock stars. And really, the rock stars are about 30 to 40% of the agents that are about to be out, because they ain't truly rock
They're
stars.
about to be exposed, and
Yeah.
that's when partnering with a company that does benefit agents, especially on the listing side of the business. Listing, like Gary said in the MREA, listings leads leverage. Okay, and it's like I believe in that. Listings are the key to a market. A lot of agents right now, it's easy. Like, we have companies we've competed with for a while in the New Orleans market that will do a very low list price, 1% list, 2% list, whatever it is. And again, that was easy. What happens when this market has turned this way now? When I was selling real estate at a very high level, our average days on market was significantly higher if it was an overpriced home. Now you got these companies doing, less for less. Let's be honest, it's not less for more. It's less for less. They charge you 1%. They're doing nothing. Those were selling fast. Well, those agents have to come out of their pocket a couple thousand in marketing, or have to go pay for an ISA team to make the phone calls, or even cost of sale for your team. A lot of agents don't even look at the cost of sale, what it costs to actually sell a home. Because it didn't cost
Yeah.
anything in the last 3 years.
It didn't. Some photos that like $300 to $500, some drone footage, maybe
mass mailers.
half tank of gas.
Yeah, half a tank of
That's when gas
right.
was like $2 to $3.
Yeah, $3 just filled up.
Yeah.
$3.50 now.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah.
At least DeSantis is doing something right.
Right. But no, it is a great company. We're building a lot of things. Keep a lookout for some content, guys. We pay attention, and I can tell you, the thing I'm gonna leave you guys with, and I know Andrew will wrap up with something, is that I have a lot of people that have told me over the course of time, the last 6-7 years out of EXP, said, Anthony, I wish you would have really stressed to me how great this company was. Okay, and now I'm telling you guys, I didn't leave EXP because I didn't like anything. I totally did. I was
Likewise.
living, you know, I saw something that benefited myself, my family, and the people I'm in business with that I could not ignore. Okay? So if I call you and say, hey, I want you to take a look at this, listen this time. Truly listen this time.
Yeah, there's a great analogy, and it's kind of like somebody said it to me, so I can't take credit, but how does a parachute work best? When it's fucking open. So you should do that with your mind. If your mind is so closed off that you can't see left or right and you have blinders on all the time, you're gonna miss opportunity. Like all the opportunity is gonna pass by you, and before you know it, your family's not benefiting, you're not benefiting, your friends, your closest circle's not benefiting. So really, I would just keep your mind open, your eyes wide open, and it never hurts you to listen, to hear something out. If you're happy, but you should still know what's going on around you. And I don't have anything else to say besides like just reach out to one of us, and we'll just get you started.
Yep. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
All right, brother.
All right.